Hood legend, I can't even take no days off. Nobody saved me, but I be there to save y'all. My dog died, they threw a party at the graveyard. My mom's cried when I called her from that state call. Rest clutching man, if I was here, he would've saved y'all. Free ghetto child cap, I really wish he played.
Y'all now tuned into Million Roses, man. We here with the self-proclaimed Rookie of the Year, PNF Mike. What's good with you, brother? So first, we just gonna hop into the tape, Rookie of the Year. You dropped it not too long ago. Just talk some about that, the feedback you've been getting, and just the process of, creating that tape.
The whole process, while I was creating that tape, my mood, I was on some cocky shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, dang affect my creativity, but it affected my personality, you know, like me as a person. So when I dropped the tape, I was on some, yeah, I'm the Rookie of the Year, the whole city knew that type shit, you know what I mean? But then the feedback, as I started getting feedback, I was feeling like, yeah, I'm the Rookie of the Year, but nigga gotta, I'm still gotta, not compete, but I got some competition, you know what I mean? I don't see no competition, but they got niggas
basically proving yourself, stamping yourself.
So nigga, like, everybody tell me like, you next, you're a shooting star, you hear me? That make me feel like I gotta, like, let me say, distance myself from a lot of shit, and a lot of foolishness, a lot of ways I had when I was making Rookie of the Year for my next album.
Facts.
So yeah.
So yeah, man, cause like I had like a lot of people that was steadily hitting me up. I think like around sometime last year, it was like, man, you sleeping on PNF Mike, like you sleeping on PNF Mike. And I'm like, I think one of your partners hit me up, the red dude, what his name is, Marquis?
For 3.
Yeah, one of them had hit me up. We were going back and forth on some shit. He was like, man, like you need to fuck with my partner. So I went checking music. I'm like, he hard, like nigga hard for real. So he like, I'm like, what's on with him? Like, where he at? He was like, man, he locked up right now, dude. But when he get back out, shit gonna be on and popping.
Yeah.
So I ain't never really looked that far into the situation after that. But I think like once you got out, I think I listened to it, I posted it, people was messing with it. And then once you got out, I seen like you was on your thing, like you was in that recording. Then Glenn had hit me up. I was with Glenn and he was just telling me, he was like, man, PNF Mike, man, like check home. Yeah, he was like, check homie out, like homie hard, homie got a real story. So as I started getting more and more into your music, I'm like, oh yeah, like he the one, like he one of the ones that's gonna pop off from out the city. So just talk about like all that love, cause not a lot of people be locked up, you feel me? Whatever the situation was, we'll get more into that. Not a lot of people be like in that situation and receive that amount of love. So like just talk about that. Did you know you was receiving that much attention while you was in? Or?
All right, look, I had did a 6-month juice, and then I had was set down for a month. So when I went in that bitch the first time on that 6 months juice, like nigga, everybody didn't fuck with me. Like it was a known fact. Like I was in that bitch watching everybody not fuck with me. Like people was bashing me, you hear me? But you hear me, when I came home for that, after that 6 months, I came out here pushing myself, get established in the PNF shit. And then I fell on some flunky shit. Like I had went back to jail on some flunky shit. That was some real flunky shit. And when I was in that bitch, I had established my movement already. So while I was in jail, calling on my manager, checking the shit. Nigga was showing me love, like nigga was turning me up. And I ain't, it was surprising me, like I was sitting in that bitch crying, like, damn, I'm really that lit out there. And like, nigga fucking up, nigga wanna be a flunky. Like, I went back to jail for my second charge and that bitch on a Hardy charge.
Right.
Like, nigga ain't.
Just on some childish shit.
Like, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could be, I had this much potential and I'm sitting in jail, probably could lose some time over a Hardy.
Right. Did you always realize that you had that much potential, or that you was like that nice as far as like rapping? Cause like you said, I know you said you came back out, you was in your cocky shit, but was it always like that as far as like, man, I'm really feeling myself, you feel me?
No, I just used to rap like you go to school, you're a regular partner, like everybody on the table beating and shit. Like I ain't really used to want to rap, but I used to like music a lot, so you hear me? When I first got to that point of rapping, I was looking at myself like, man, I ain't gonna be no rapper, but I know I'm gonna do fuck with something for music for the rest of my life. And then like I locked in that studio and it's like I want to be a rapper, like, yeah, it's,
So what gave you like that actual push to be like, man, I want to start making music, you feel me?
my little stepbrother Trap.
Okay.
Trap with bands, yeah, nigga was still playing football, but nigga had dropped the song. I had dropped that Meek Mill V-Ball remix. And like that boy just telling me like, bro, that bitch hard, bro, that bitch go hard, bro, you gotta keep rapping, bro. And like, nigga just go in the hood after school and shit, like nigga skip school all day, go to the hood, smoke weed and shit. All them boys would be telling me like, bro, go to the studio, bro, go to the studio. And I used to be fucking around like, I don't wanna do that shit, bro. I wanna be out here every day, but that's who really pushed me to do this shit, trap. Like,
straight up. So I want to kind of like take it back a little bit and just talk about life before rap or before everybody was screaming PNF Mike. Cause I even seen like you just dropped the preview on Twitter and that bit went crazy,
Right.
you feel me? So just talk about before all that, like what your situation was like and you know how it was coming up.
like, nigga as a young buck, nigga ain't really, you know, nigga wasn't really broke, but nigga wasn't really like financially stable. My mom wasn't financially stable. She had 4 kids. You know what I mean? Like me.
So it's just you and your mom, like you and your mama, or it was you and your daddy?
It was me, my mom, my siblings, until my stepdad came. That was later on down the line.
Right.
But and he, you know, he brought my stepbrother and them, you know, my loved ones. But coming up, nigga ain't really had it like to be, you know. I wanted to be an athletic kid, but my mama had the money of the time to support me to do that type of shit.
Right.
So, you know, nigga get in and out of sports here and there, but then nigga be looking at it like, I don't want to do that. Everybody else got their mama and daddy in the stand.
Right.
My stupid ass the only one really getting out there on the field, running wild with nobody to scream my name. So, you know, nigga, I had fell off of that shit. Nigga got in the band and shit. I've been liking music my whole life, though. I used to be in the kitchen, like getting the pot tops, playing like I got cymbals and shit, marching around the house, and you know, like, nigga, I ain't never had no, like, I ain't never wanted to be into the streets, like, but you know, as me coming up in that type of environment and, you know, adapted to everything around me, nigga ain't wanted to, I ain't gonna say, I never wanted to be the one playing with gunfire. Like, nigga still was getting a little hustle, dipping in and out of that, but nigga ain't wanted to be, you know, with no guns till they got to that level. You know what I mean? I still don't be one walking around with my tool on me, cause, you know, but yeah, it's like, life before the fame was hard, bro. That bitch was hard.
Right. So you feel like you was kind of like forced into like the street shit, or like that's a route that you had chose because you really ain't see like nothing else? Like, you know, how old you is right now? I'm
19, bro.
So you 19 right now. So like younger you feel like when you hopping off the porch, like what did you see as far as your future? Like once football, like once sports was out the picture, like what did you see like your future being?
Like, you know what I'm saying, like, as to why I jumped off the porch or when I jumped off the porch.
Like just like when you jumped off the porch. You know how like some people like now you got rap, you know, you feel like, you know, rap is my future. And you know, some people got sports.
Yeah.
Like when you were just out there just doing your thing, like did you even think that far to be like, man, I wonder what I'm gonna be doing like in the future, you feel me?
No, it's no, bro, like it's crazy. Like, nigga jumped off the porch. Nigga was like, nigga gotta get a job. That's what my head was on, like, nigga gotta get a job. But my mentality was like, I don't want no fucking job.
Right.
I don't work for nobody. So I knew it was gonna be something special, but like, nigga ain't never knew rap was gonna be the real deal. Nigga just was doing it just to do it. And then, you know, when I jumped out of the porch, nigga was thinking about like, all right, so I go back to school, I play sports. You know, as people look at me different with that bring shit back to school. So nigga ain't did sports no more. And then nigga try to move out the city to dumb shit down, you hear me? And I come back, shit got worse.
The same shit, yeah. So just talk about your first Joes. You said you did 6 months. That's something you could speak on?
Yeah. When I first went to jail for, it was first Lola, they had put me on news for 2nd-degree murder, you hear me? And
how old you was at the time?
I was 17, facing, you know, life, basically, fuck. But when I got in there, it wasn't no murder charge. I ain't murdered nobody.
Right.
It was on an accidental, you know. And like, when I first got in there, me being like, no, I can't break the code, you can't tell. Like, nigga ain't want to tell him the honest truth that it was an accident. So everybody, you know, that's why I'm like, everybody bashing me, like I'm in that bitch looking like, damn, the whole world hate me, like, for what I did, you hear me?
Right.
Like, I made a mistake, everybody make mistakes, you hear me? So nobody, they ain't want, you know, I ain't want to talk to them people and have them people all in my pot in the mix and all that. But then, as time went by in that bitch, and the people just keep asking me, like, what really happened? We got to get the real story, what really happened, because, you know, people was pitching in their own two stories.
Yeah,
like,
just everybody just coming up like
but
Twitter.
not, it's not like everybody. It was like people who was around
Right.
really could tell you about the incident, like pitching in shit that wasn't making sense, you know what I mean, saying shit that wasn't adding up to the people. So like, they asked me for my word one more time, I gave it to them. I told them what it was, like it's an accident, I made a mistake. It wasn't nothing more than that, it wasn't supposed to be nothing like that, wasn't no intentions, you know what I mean? And then, you know, like on the grace of God, you know what I mean, the jury believed that, like, ain't nobody about to believe after 3 lies you made a mistake and killed your partner, you know what I mean? So like, you know, God bless me, and you know, them people get my charge down to a negligent homicide. And when I got in there on the negligent homicide, you know, I was just thinking like, all right, I went from facing life to 5 years, you hear me? And now I want, like, my thoughts wasn't, as I was facing life, my thoughts wasn't like all comply, like all powered up. It was just, I'm ready to take my charge and go, you know, lay down.
Right.
If that's what I gotta do. But when they dropped it to negligent, that bitch carried 0 to 5 in my head on some shit like, all right, man, you gotta hurry up and tell me what I gotta do, cause I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. Like, you know, I'm ready to lay down, go out home back, you know. So after that first little juice, I think I screwed my head on right. I came home fucking up.
When you got out, how old you were? You were still 17 when you had got out?
I had got out, I had made 18.
So talk about like you down in that bed in that situation, you feel like, man, like, you know, I don't want to speak. So talk about how that was playing on your mental, on your head.
That bitch put me through the worst, bro. Like, I was thinking I was good. Came home like, I was thinking I was good. I could cope with the situation as by myself. Telling my people like, I don't need to talk to nobody. I don't need nobody to talk to. My mama was trying to give me somebody to talk to. So I'm telling them I don't need nobody. You hear me? I fall back in love on the drugs and shit. I ain't never really used to be doing no pills. So when I still came back home from that juice, I had came home like, you know, I'm gonna try a new drug instead of just weed. You hear me? And lean. You know, I left the lean alone. I started fucking with the trains. And I'm taking them bitches, but I'm just taking them bitches feeling good, going to sleep everywhere I go at, lacking and shit. Like, you hear me? Like, so I'm taking them bitches, and that's like, I'm starting to down myself. Like, I can feel the depression hit me, but like, nigga not on some shit like, oh yeah, I'm depressed, bro.
Right.
Like, nigga, you know.
You feel like being from like New Orleans or just around here, period, like that's not shit a lot of people really talk about. Or like what's your outlook on it as far as like niggas that's dealing with depression, you know, just being like that age, going through that type of situation, and you know, you having to find a way to like self-medicate yourself. Like, you feel like you have people around to talk to, or?
Yeah, I had people around to talk to, but it felt like it's only so much I could talk to somebody about.
Right.
Cause like, you never know, like, you could, like, say you got a secret you want to tell somebody, and you tell them, oh yeah, like, look, this is my secret. The next thing you know, somebody from Kansas City calling your phone talking about, oh yeah, I know your deepest secret, this and that. So, you know, people, I don't really like to talk. I ain't gonna say people, I don't really like to talk to people. I feel like ain't no sense of talking to somebody if I feel like they gonna make me feel like I could tell the whole world. Like, if I feel like my secret's safe with you, I shouldn't be able to feel like he gonna tell him and him, you know. So yeah, that's why I wasn't feeling like I wasn't talking to nobody. And you know, like, if you're in the city and you're dealing with depression, no matter where you at, not just in the city, but if you're dealing with depression at a young age, you don't really need drugs, cause you're young. You're like, at a young age, you're supposed to go through shit. You supposed to mold. Like, as a young person, you ain't supposed to just feel like, oh yeah, I'm good with life. Life's so good. Like, that's when life supposed to hit you. Like, I'm gonna say, when you were in about 10th grade, life supposed to start wrapping his hand around you, like, you know, hey, you like, hot shit coming here and now, like, pitching in, not just what the streets, not just what, you know, it could just be what you within. The pressure gonna come some type of way. Like, yeah,
So like, all right, you get out on that situation. Now you back out. Let's fast forward to now. Like New Orleans really a small city, so like everybody know who like PNF Mike is. You know, the city talk. You know, you going crazy on the internet. You know, that's all good, but it's like you still out here. You feel me? Like you still out in the city, you dig? So how that is as far as like you being out here, but you got like this newfound like popularity as far as like people knowing you. Do you think that make you a target, or is that something that you already like used to being?
Like, it made me a target. Like I really gotta, all right. Like before this shit, nigga knew me, but nigga just knew me like and see me and like, be like, oh look at Mike.
Right.
Nah, nigga know me, and nigga see me and oh look at Mike, but like,
cause people think
all their
like
thoughts go to piling up in the back of here.
Right.
Like nigga think, oh this Mike, he be rapping this. Let me see, you know, nigga be trying to test shit. Like like we just had a 420 for Trap birthday. We just had a hotel, and like you heard me. My little brother, AI Lit, his little partner, he tell him come bring him to get some gauze. I'm telling dude like when he drop Lit back on, I'm like, bro, y'all can't come in this bitch. You hear me? Dude and them tripping, you hear me? And in fact, like I seen when I told him, I seen it in his eye when I told him y'all can't come in here. Nigga felt like, oh, they rappers. Nigga know them. Nigga gon', you know, nigga got something to do. Nigga kick the door, you hear me? Nigga, like, I feel like that name and shit, like, nigga.
And not only that, though, it's like, boy, people see a rapper and they see people like actually showing you love and attention. They feel like, man, this dude about to take off, or this dude about to go somewhere as far as their rap career. So do you feel like you about to take off with the rap? Like, how you feel about that?
I feel like I'm taking off right now. Like I don't feel like I'm about to take off.
You're
I feel
in the
like
process
in the process of taking off. Like like I feel myself going up. Like I left them pills alone, bro. I'm in the bathroom. I'm just bumping my music.
Congrats on doing that. You feel me?
Thank you, bro. Like I'm in the bathroom bumping my music. That you know the song y'all put on Twitter.
Right.
Real man on hit his knees. I just bust out crying, bro. Like I was listening to that bitch from a fan perspective from the first time, and in a like good long 4 years that I've been rapping, I was listening to myself from a fan perspective, and that bitch was giving me the chills. And I'm like, man, like, yeah.
All right, so I want to tell you, like, me and my brother, we both like we both big fans of your music. We definitely think like you one of those rappers that could, you know, go forward with this shit and just put New Orleans back on the scene as far as when it comes to like, you know, like the national music scene, you dig? So like, and that's not something that should be taken lightly because fuck, nobody ain't really do it in the last 10, 15 years, you dig? So like, you definitely, you know, got that with you. You got our support as far as like whatever, you know, that come with. And man, you just gotta keep doing your thing, brother. You just gotta keep doing your thing as far as like, just talk about like some shit that you got in the works right now. I know you say you about to go do a feature for Glizzock, so just talk about some shit that you got in the works.
All right, so my most recent shit, I named it today, and like I named that bitch Apes in America. Like it's really not like the title don't have nothing like to do with this shit. I just named it that because I always wanted to use a name with that name, but that like it's all hardcore. Like it's industry shit. Like as I listen to it, as I'm writing this shit, it's all industry shit. Like Glizzock, this one, I was falling in love with my music, bro. Like in the last, I was feeling like I was falling in love with my music. But in the last, I'm gonna say 48 hours. But then when Glizzock sent me that song, it's like all my killer sister just went back on the music. Like, all right, take back over, like tap in. Like Glizzock made me tap back in with myself. My conversation with my little sister, Merk Modest, made me tap back in with myself. Like listen to my music, tap back in. I got a song. I feel like that bitch gonna fuck the summer up. That bitch called Radio Banger. It's like
it's hard.
Oh, you heard
I heard the preview of it, yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like that bitch gonna fuck the summer up. But I been had it for a little minute. I just was like releasing all that other shit, you know, to get that let me see, upcoming artists top bottom, yeah. And then, you know, I'ma just put my industry.
Now it's trying to show people how versatile you is with it. So shit, y'all, you got anything else you want to add?
Well, shit. Nigga said y'all was asking me to send a song for the
tape.
For the tape, yeah.
Facts.
I'm gonna try to go make one of those right quick by Glizz and send it to y'all after that.
That's love, brother. Nigga appreciate that for real. That's love.
And like, fuck, I'm really trying to get in a boot, in a
basement.
In a basement.
Man, I told you that's good, brother. That's good. That's locked in.
I got a song for that too.
Alright, straight up. That's good, man. Like y'all.
Yeah.
So like, man, like y'all heard the man say, like he in the process of blowing up. Like it ain't no fluke. Like he really one of the hottest rappers out in New Orleans right now. Y'all go check out his last tape, Rookie of the Year, and y'all just make sure y'all tap in with what he got going on.
Yeah, y'all follow me on Instagram at 1MikeMix. You can follow me on Twitter at the same thing.